Good evening. As a resident of Manatee County, Florida, I have the distinguished honor of presenting the Outstanding National Service Advocacy Award to my governor, Charlie Crist. Floridians of all ages want to lend a hand, but many are just waiting for someone to ask for their help. Well, in our state, Governor Crist is making sure everyone knows there's an open invitation to join him in community service. Governor Crist believes that through volunteerism and service, we can strengthen Florida's communities, and he is leading the way by trying to engage as many citizens as possible in hands-on citizen service. Earlier today, I asked Wendy Spencer, the director of the Governor's Commission on Volunteerism, what she liked best about Governor Crist. Wendy told me he is the people's governor, that he is a very strong and thoughtful leader who is uniquely genuine and deeply cares for the future of Florida. It is with great honor and respect that I introduce you to a good friend of national service, the governor of the great state of Florida, Charlie Crist.
I'm overwhelmed. You see what an honor it is to be the governor of a state that has young people like Alicia. It is truly a privilege for me to have the opportunity to be here. And I can't thank you, Alicia, enough for what you do in the way of volunteering. She makes sure that canines and felines get the kind of oxygen that they need in the carrying out of some of their duties as it relates to emergencies. And her leadership at such a tender age, I should tell you, she's going to be, I think it's 16 on Valentine's Day, so happy birthday again. Should applaud that. But thank you for the nice award. I am humbled by it. I don't know that I deserve it, but I'll take it. And I want to also welcome the First Lady of New York. Mrs. Spitzer is a very kind, hardworking First Lady, and it was an honor to be able to visit with you again upstairs. And please give my best regards to your husband and New York's governor. I think the world of Elliott. We both were attorneys general at the same time, and now serving as governors of two pretty big states, and it's always a privilege to see you. And Richard, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for what you do for Time Magazine, and it's one of my favorites. I think the world of Time, and I want to thank you for your leadership and your participation here on behalf of so many that have come before us. You know, volunteerism is something that can never be spoken about too much. And what a difference it makes in the lives of so many throughout our country is extraordinary. And so I am more than humbled to have the opportunity to accept this award. What a privilege it is to be here with you tonight. Truly it is. And even though it's a little cold, it's a privilege to be with you here tonight. I think it was about 75 degrees when we left Florida earlier today. But as I say, it's an honor to be here, to participate in an organization, Wendy, where you have done tremendous work on behalf of Volunteer Florida. Thank you for your efforts and your leadership and your perseverance internationally. You know, when you become the governor of a state and about a month after you get sworn in and you have a natural disaster like the tornadoes that we had February 2nd of last year, where 21 of my fellow Floridians lost their lives, you really understand and appreciate and see firsthand what volunteers do to help others. And it was an extraordinary experience, initially quite sad, as you might expect, but in an amazing way, very uplifting very quickly, because so many Floridians really put their hand forward, their hearts forward, in order to help our fellow Floridians and the family members of those who lost their lives. So much so that within a few days, we didn't have to have government shelters open anymore, because so many private citizens decided that they wanted to help and opened up their homes to people who were without shelter. And it was an amazing experience as a governor of only 30 days to see that kind of volunteerism and what a difference it made to so many throughout Central Florida during that difficult time. So because of that, I'm even more honored to receive this award and feel even less deserving of receiving it. But I just want to thank everybody in this room for what you do to make life better, to improve the quality of life of people throughout this great country. We're all blessed, and we have so much to be thankful for. And we celebrate our freedom and working together and the opportunity to serve others. It is about that at the end of the day. I can tell you as an elected official that the night you get elected, I'm sure Mrs. Spitzer can relate to this as it relates to your husband, the night you get elected is a humbling experience. And you realize that when that occurs, that what has happened is people have essentially said, I trust you. And it is a public trust, just as you carry out as volunteers throughout our country. And so I want to thank you on behalf of almost 19 million people now that live in Florida for what you have dedicated your lives to, the difference that you are making each and every day in this, the greatest country on the face of the earth. And I can't tell you how much I'm honored to be in your presence. So God bless you and God bless America, and thank you very much.